Hi guys, hi, how are y'all? Welcome to another video. So in today's video, we are going to go into chapter 6, trigonometry function. And if this is your first time viewing teacher's channel, I want to welcome you. My name is teacher Veronica, and do click subscribe, share this with a friend who you think will benefit. And of course, actually today I'm recording this and tomorrow is actually 28 and it's the last day of the free giveaway contest. So if you are going to watch this on the 28th, you still have time until 12 midnight to win a Casio FX 570 calculator together with highlight colored pens. Okay, you can check out how to enter the free giveaway through my Instagram page or even my Facebook, Veronica Shamni. Instagram is veron_sham. You can check in the description box. This is just to celebrate, and I'm so grateful that we have reached 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. I hope all my videos are providing value for you guys. So let's get straight into the video. Today's topic is going to be trigonometry function. So hopefully you guys know what trigonometry means. Function you guys have seen so many times throughout since form 4 to form 5. Function, quadratic function, okay, and so forth. But what is trigo? Okay, trigo, if you see here the word tree, okay, it means three, tri, T-R-I. Trees, there are three actually main functions that you're going to learn. Okay, so in this chapter fully be ready because we will draw a lot of graphs. Okay, also be ready because you need to know your angles. Okay, and also I'm going to give you some abbreviations to remember. Okay, so the main functions that you need to know, the three main functions: sine, cos, and tangent. Actually, there are six. Okay, actually there's six. Okay, what are the other three more? All right. So the other three are, I think you guys are also familiar with this. So the best friend, okay, sine will be cosine, cos will be cosecant, tangent will be cotangent. Okay, so these are the other three. Okay, it's like you should know that these are the main family and these are like their branches. So this is the daughter or the son. Okay, something like that. Okay, just the main one you need to know is sine, cos, tangent. You guys have all learned. Okay, especially when you were form 3, all of you definitely came across this. So cha to. I know some of you say so kato, so I say so chato. Okay, so it depends. All right. Pronunciation formats basically not so important unless it's English, but so chato or so kato. Okay, it doesn't matter. Huh? All right, let's move on. Let's move on to first. You need to know what are positive. Okay, positive angles and what are negative angles. Okay, you need to know both. Okay, very simple. First of all, okay, all of you know that in a graph, okay, we usually have x-axis and y-axis only, right? This is x, this is your y. Okay, now what you're going to do is that your graph now is not just going to have units, but it's going to have angles. Okay, so your 0 degree is going to start from here, and then when it goes to the middle it's going to be 90, and when it goes below here is 180, we goes down here is 270, goes back to x is going to be 360. Now, if you're not sure how teacher got this, you just plus 90 everything. Okay, everything I plus 90, plus 90, plus 90. Why plus 90? Because it's perpendicular. Right? Everything is 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree. All right. Now, how do I know if it's a positive or a negative? Okay, simple. If you want to know if it's positive angles move in anti or anti-clockwise direction. Okay, anti-clockwise direction. Okay, if you're watching this without your notebook or anything, have your notebook beside. Okay, write down what teacher's giving you as a note. Negative angles will move in clockwise direction. So you need to remember this only. Then it will be easy for you. Okay. Now remember, positive is anti. Anti means this way. Clockwise means is following the clock this way. Okay. Now let's say, okay, teachers want you guys to draw this together with me. Okay, let's say you need to draw 415 degree of, okay, 450 is too big. Let's take a smaller one. Let's start with something small first, okay? Uh, right, let's say you need to draw 60 degree for your quadrant. You need to draw this, okay? How will you draw? Okay, make sure you use ruler, okay? Draw your x axis and your y axis. So 60 degree will be where? Start, this is your 0. Your 0 is starting here. Here is 90. So your 60 degree will be somewhere here. Correct? Okay. Now, since you draw already, you need to know another thing. And 60 is a positive angle, right? So you move anti-clockwise. Okay? You move anti-clockwise. So another thing, add to your notes, since you already have the graph, okay, this is your graph of the angles, you need to know that this 0 to 90 is called as first quadrant, okay, quadrant 1. 90 to 180 is called as quadrant 2, okay. 180 to 270 is called as quadrant 3. And the last one is called quadrant 4. So make sure the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 you write in Roman. Okay. So make sure you write in Roman. Okay. Now, since just now we draw the 60, right? Over here. So 60 degrees in which quadrant? Obviously, it's in quadrant 1. Okay, quadrant 1. So this is how you need to analyze, you need to know your graph is at which position and so forth. Okay, now if let's say teacher asks you guys to draw negative 60, negative 60 degree. Okay, so first step, you draw your x-axis, y-axis. Excuse me. So 0 is starting here, right? Okay, but this time your graph will move clockwise. So that means from here it's going to go this way to the bottom. Okay. So here you draw your 60. This is your negative 60 degree. So now this is in which quadrant? Check. Okay. 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some students will start the 1 from here, but no, you start from the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So here this is quadrant 4. Alright, so now you should be able to like recognize already the quadrant. You should be able to draw also. Okay, so now we can move to something, okay, which is more important. Okay, sometimes just be careful. Maybe the question might give you this way. Okay, let's say they ask you to draw 15 over 4 pi. How will we draw 15 over 4 pi? What will be the method? Okay, first and foremost, pi means how much? Okay, I know Veronica pi, so you all know pi is 3.142, correct? Or some of you know as 22 over 7 because in chapter 1 you all learned, okay? You all learned, right? Okay. Now, but in this case, in angle, how much is pi? Pi is 180 degree. This is in angle. So first step, you change the 15 over 4, you times with 180, you will get 675 degree. Okay, now let's draw 675. Okay, draw your x-axis, and this is a positive angle, so it must move from here. Okay, since 675, I do one cycle. One cycle means 360, correct? The whole thing, 360. So let me take 675 minus 360. What's the balance? Minus 360. 350. So I need balance 350. So where should I stop? Okay, this is 90, 180, 270 and 315. Stop somewhere here. So that means this whole thing is 675 degree and your quadrant is in quadrant 4. Okay. So this part you guys just need to know the pi. Okay. You need to know the colors. So all right. You need to know you change your pi to 180. All right, so this one so far so good, I think. Okay, do practice using your book how to draw, recognize the position. Okay, and we shall go to 6.2, which is finding the ratio for any angle. All right, now moving on to trigonometric ratio for any angle. Okay, first, just now you know that this is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. Okay, quadrant 1, all the trigo will be positive. That means sine is positive here, cos is positive, tangent also positive. Here only the sine is positive, second quadrant. Third quadrant only the cos is positive and the last quadrant only the tangent is positive. Now, it's very easy to remember. I know that many schools, the teachers teach you guys to remember add sugar to coffee. So the A is for this first quadrant. Okay, the second S is for the second quadrant. T is for third quadrant and C is for fourth quadrant. Yes, you can remember this way. Or you can also choose teacher's way, which I still remember this because of my form 5 teacher. Okay, if my form 5 teacher is watching this, okay, her name is Kwan Lau. I would like to say I'm so grateful that I learned maths with her. It was always fun, and she was the one who created this back then. Ali stole the cat. All right, she was like making some jokes regarding the cat, and it was really fun. So I hope that Ali stole the cat makes it more easier to remember. Okay, but it's totally up to you. All right, it's totally up to you. So I'm going to use Ali stole the cat throughout our lesson. Okay, because add sugar to coffee, I don't really like coffee anymore. Okay, let's continue. All right, so there's one thing also you need to know. Okay, in this chapter, we are going to find a lot of reference angle. Okay, reference angle. Now you need to remember, I'm going to use a short form for this, which is RA. Okay, how to find the reference angle? Okay, have a look first. Okay, if let's say you are in the first quadrant, okay, you can find reference angle like normal. Let's say if you're in the second quadrant, you need to take 180 minus the reference angle. Okay, following up. All right, you need to take 180 minus the reference angle. If you're in the third quadrant, you need to take 180 plus the reference angle. If you're not getting it why minus plus, it's okay. Write this in your notes first. Now when I show an example, then you will understand even better. Okay, and the last part, you need to take 360 and minus the reference angle. This one is fixed, so you just have to just like understand. You can memorize, but if you understand, you don't really have to memorize anymore. Okay, you just understand this very well, especially these are all the RAs. The RAs are important, all these RAs. Okay, now we move on. We move on. Okay, let's say I give an example. Okay, all right, hold on. Let me give the question first. Okay, now let's look at this question. Okay, don't get alarmed by the long instruction. Actually, it's nothing. Okay, Convert the following trigonometric of obtuse or reflect angle. I hope you guys still remember what's obtuse or reflect. If you don't, please stop the video now. Go and search what is the meaning of obtuse angle. Search the meaning of reflect angle. Comment below, then you continue. All right, if you comment, it will be a great help for you because you are typing down what you just learned, so it will stick more to your memory. Okay, so find what is obtuse and reflect angle. If you know, then great, let's continue. Okay, two acute angles. What's acute angle? If you're not sure also, stop now, go find out and comment. So what is obtuse, reflect and acute? Okay, not cute angles, right? So acute. All right, so let's start with this. So first you have sine 145. Okay, 145. So what you do first, you draw the angle first. Okay, here we have x, we have y. So 145 will be which part of the quadrant? So from here 0, 90, stop somewhere here, right? Okay, so this is 145. Now, what is the balance angle over here? This part. What is the balance here? Very easy to find, right? Take 180 minus 445. So you will get 35 degree. So this 35 degree is called the reference angle. Because if you realize, we just took 180 minus 145. All right, so you get the reference angle. Now look at this is sine, right? Okay, so you write sine 145. You can convert to make it equal with sine 35. Okay, now you do what? Take your calculator. Okay, key in sine 145, check the value, and then key in sine 35, check the value. Are they the same? Yes, that means we have managed to convert the bigger angle, okay, the obtuse angle, into acute angle. All right. Okay, let's try this. Okay, I want you guys to try together. Sine 290 degree. Sine 290 degree. Okay, first draw the axis x and y. Where is 290 degree? Okay, so we keep going. 180, 270. Okay, stop somewhere here, right? So this whole thing is 290 degree. Now what will be the reference angle here? This part. Okay, and if you realize teachers like highlighting and all, right, this part. Okay, can you see that this is touching the x-axis, this the highlighted part? Even previously also, there is pink color, it's touching the x-axis, right? That's how you find your reference angle. It must touch the x-axis. So here, how do I find in the fourth? This is the fourth quadrant. So how do I find the fourth quadrant? Go back up here. What should I do? This is the formula, right? 360 minus the 290. So 360 minus 290 is 70. So here sine, hold on, sine 290 is equal to sine 70. So we already got an acute angle. We managed to convert it. Check and see. Sine 290, is it same as sine 70? All right. Is it the same? Check properly. Do you get exactly the same? No, right? You have to check. But sometimes you might get same, sometimes you might not. If you check sine 290, you get negative 0.93. When you check sine 70, you get 0.93. So what's happening here? Okay, you have to check the quadrant. This is fourth quadrant. Ali stole the cat. What is positive on the fourth quadrant? Only the cos, isn't it? But this is sine. Excuse me. So sine cannot be positive there. Therefore, you have to change this to negative sine 70. Now you will get the same answer for both sides. Can? So far, I hope you guys are following. All right, so we will move on. Okay, maybe this question will be something for you guys to try. Cos 130. Okay, try this. Okay, comment your answer, and teacher will see whether you guys can understand. Follow the same method I showed this now. All right. Okay, so we will move on to the next part. Okay, now we go to the other three functions, okay, which initially we have the parents sine, cos, tangent. Now we go to their kids, cosecant, secant, and cotangent. Now, how do you change the cosecant? Because in your quadrant, right? Okay, there is only Ali stole the cat. You don't have cosecant here. You don't have cotangent here. Oh, see, there's none of this here. So you can't. If suddenly they ask you to draw cosecant 60, so where will you draw? Which quadrant? Huh? Cannot, right? Okay, so this is where you need to memorize a few formulas, which is super easy. I would say no need to even memorize. Okay, cosecant. Let's say you got an angle, cosecant theta. Look at the third letter. What is the third letter of cosecant? S, isn't it? So it will become 1 over sine theta. Easy? Just take the third letter and change it. It must be 1 over. Okay. Now, secant. Secant, let's say we've got one angle. Okay, what is the third letter for secant? C. So C will be 1 over cos theta. Easy? So you don't have to even memorize. You just have to know the third letter. And the last one, cotangent. Cotangent theta. Alright, look at the third letter. Easy, right? 1 over tangent theta. Change already. Okay, now we are going to use this to help us, okay, to help us with our changing. Okay, and another thing also you need to know is your complementary angles. Okay, complementary angles. Okay, I think you all know what's the meaning of complementary. You all learn in form 3. Complementary, okay, I give example. Okay, let's say this is 90 degree. Okay, 90 degree angle. Okay, I only have maybe here 30 degree. So what will be my balance? If I only have 30 degree, what will be my balance? My balance will be 60 because the whole thing must be 30, right? 60 plus 30, only I can get 90. Okay, now these 60 and 30 are called complementary angles. They complement each other. Okay, because when you plus, you must get 90. That's what it means. Complementary angle. Okay, so if you guys understand this, okay, I just want you guys to know, I think in your textbook, hold on. Okay, in your textbook, page 194. Okay, if can you all refer to this now, like pause for a while, refer to the complementary angles because I'm not going to write down here all the formula. Okay, I'm not going to write down here all the formula. Pause this for a while. Go take your textbook and look at page 194. Okay, we will do now the questions based on page 194. Okay, I hope you guys have your textbook with you. Now, let's look at I just want you to go very fast and very speed. Okay, oh, very fast. Okay, I just want to go very fast throughout these complementary angles. Okay, who is the best friend for sine there? Sine you must change to cos. Okay. Okay, just remember the behind all is just the same, 90 minus theta. This will remain. You just need to understand who are the best friend. Sine, the best friend is cos. Cos, the best friend is sine. It's just the reverse. Okay, who's the best friend for secant? Cosecant. Okay, see the third letter. Remember the third letter. Okay, secant cosecant. Just take these two are the best friend. Okay. If I get cosecant, who is the best friend? Secant. These two are best friends. All right. Now you will understand why teacher is telling best friend. Tangent is the best friend is cotangent. Cotangent best friend is tangent. It's just the balik. So actually, you just need to memorize, not memorize actually, you just need to know who's the best friend. Know the best friend, you can solve anything. Sine best friend is cos. Secant best friend cosecant. Tangent best friend cotangent. Alright. Now we are going to do examples based on this. Okay, keep your textbook open with you. Okay, I'm going to give example based on this. Now I want you to relate the trigonometry, okay, using the complementary angle. Okay, let's say cos 55. Relate with the complementary angle. Okay, first step. Remember in this chapter, what did I tell in the beginning of the chapter? You will have a lot of graphs, angle, right? Okay, now you remember every time you get an angle, please draw first because sometimes you get your marks there. Okay, draw first. Okay, cos 55 means, okay, let's draw 55 degree first. So 55 degree will be in the first quadrant, right? Here, 55, okay, degree. Now, since you already draw 55 degree, okay, where will the cos, who's the cos best friend? Cos best friend is sine. Okay, so we change sine 90 minus 55, minus the theta. So 90 minus 55, we get 35. Now you can check in your calculator. Cos 55 is what value? Sin 35 is what value? You must get the same. If you get the same, that means you have achieved to prove using the complementary angle. Okay. So please remember, when you get complementary, use their best friends. Okay, now let's try another question. Let's say secant. Now remember, just now secant. Secant, who is the best friend? Okay, let's go up here. But now if I, where is it? Yeah. Secant, look at your textbook. Who is the best friend? Cosecant, right? Secant is cosecant. But if now, if let's say teacher change this to cosecant, 150. Can I draw my angle cosecant? Which quadrant will cosecant be? Because Ali stole the cat. There's no cosecant here. What? So don't write cosecant first. Okay. Wait first. Okay. Do it this way. Okay. This is secant 150, right? Secant, what is the third letter? Cos. Okay. So you change first like this. 1 over cos 150. Okay. Now you have cos, isn't it? Okay, the cos is the one now you draw. Cos is in, okay, we draw the 150 first. So this is x, this is y. 150, that means go all the way until here. All right, 150 degree. Okay, but you cannot use the 150. You need to use the reference angle here, this part. So remember, your reference angle is always the one touching the x-axis. Okay. Okay, what is the value here? 30. Okay, because straight line is 180, right? So 30. Okay, so now you change this to cos 30. Okay, cos 30. But this is in the second quadrant. Second quadrant, cos is positive or negative? Cos must be negative. So this is negative 1 over cos negative 30. Okay. Now, okay. Who is the best friend for cos? Now you find the best friend for cos. Best friend of cos is sine. So negative sine 90 minus 30. So we get here 1 over negative sine 60. Okay. And change back. You cannot leave it in 1 over. So 1 over sine will be, you can use this. Where was it? 1 over sine is cosecant. So we change back to negative cosecant 60 degree. So from here, you change to here. All right. Can so this part, if you feel like you feel like lost a bit somewhere, okay, repeat a little bit one more time from where you feel like a little lost. I'm going to still do this kind of example because I know most students still find this a little bit confusing. All right. Okay, let's try another one. Tangent 250. Okay, first you check tangent is okay, right? We can draw the quadrant, isn't it? Okay, so we draw 215. 215 goes until here. Okay, so 215. Where should be the reference angle? Should it be here, A, or should it be here, B? Now think for a while. Where should it be, A or B? If you answer A, then it's wrong. It should be at B. Why B? Remember teacher keep telling y'all reference angle must touch the x-axis. So the B is the one touching the x-axis. A is touching the y, so A cannot. Okay, so how to find the reference angle here? This is in the third quadrant. If you can't remember, go back. Just now the notes you got copy down, right? There, third angle. Third angle, what you should do? Take 180 and plus. Alright, so here how much is the balance here? Here how much is the balance? You can take this part, right? Okay, you take 180 plus what value? You get 250 because the whole thing is 250. So your reference angle is 215 minus 180. You get 35. So this part is 35 degree. Okay. Now, since you already got a 35 degree, okay, now we write back the question. The question was tangent 215 equal to tangent 35 degree. Okay. Changing. Okay, we are changing first. So now you have tangent 35. Look at the complementary angle, the one you have in page 194 from your textbook. Okay, so tangent, what we should change it to? What's the complementary? Cotangent. So we write cotangent 90 minus 35. So how much is 90 minus 35? You will get cotangent 55. So this is the complementary angle. Right? So let's do one more last example. Okay, try this question. Okay, D. All right. Okay, let's try this. Let's say you have cosecant negative 15 degree. Okay, remember negative is used for the direction. Okay, first step, change the cosecant first. Okay, now the cosecant. Okay, cosecant. Um, what is the cosecant, like the another form that you can change to? Okay, because if you draw your quadrant, first quadrant, second and third, fourth, you don't have cosecant here, right? You cannot draw cosecant here, so you have to change the form first. So what is the third letter here? S. So change to sine negative 15. Okay, so the negative actually you can like write it in front also lah, so it doesn't really matter. You can write this way also, 1 over negative sign. This one is just to show the direction. Okay, now here, now if let's say I'm going to draw, okay, the quadrant, negative is going to be which part? It's going to come this way, right? 15. Okay, so it's like this. Okay, so here is 15 degrees. Okay, now that you already know that it's this way, 15 degrees. All right, what is positive, okay, over here? So usually if you follow Ali stole the cat, cos is positive. So correct lah, this is negative, right? So this is in the negative direction. All right. So from here, who is the what is the complementary angle for sine? So what you should do is look at your page 194 textbook, page 194. Who is the complementary for sine? Cosine. So you write cos 90 minus 15. Okay, so what is cos 90 minus 15? It's cos 75. Okay, cos 75. Now that you know, okay, it's already in cos. What is 1 over cos? Change the form again. So 1 over cos is actually secant 75 degree. So don't forget the negative also. All right. So how do I know the secant and cos? That's how teacher uh, asked you all to memorize, right, earlier, the third letter. Okay, so make sure you memorize the third letter. Uh, over here, did I write for you all? Yes, here, this one. This one, this this is what you guys need to know. Okay, so I think we are done with all the examples. Okay, so the next video teacher will move on to the part where you need to find the values using special angles. So the next one we will move on to special angles. So I hope that this first part all help you guys. If it's like really beneficial, do share this with a friend, and also make sure you comment. Okay, so I'll see you in my next video. Bye.